Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you had an amazing festive season. I hope you got a chance to spend time with family, with friends, or whoever is important to you. I hope you got to eat all the foods you wanted to eat and do all the fun things that you wanted to do. And welcome to 2024. I hope you're ready for it, but if you're not, hey, all of us are not ready. We're just trying to figure it out as we go along. And I am so excited to be recording this video. I actually wanted to record a video towards the end of last year. And I felt like, you know me, I always want to talk about those uncomfortable conversations. And I felt like it would dampen the mood to talk about resolutions and goals during Christmas, because everybody's just being generous and spending their money and doing all the amazing things. You don't want to talk to them about hard topics then. So I figured the best way and the best time to have this video would be this time of the year. When we are starting the new year, everybody is preoccupied with their resolutions. Everybody is thinking about what they want their year to look like. Everybody is doing all those things that we do when you're trying to figure out a new season. And I feel like this is the most important time for us to have that conversation. And today we are going to have that conversation, the conversation that we have at the start of each year. And I am so excited. If you're watching me for the first time, welcome to my channel. If you're watching me and you've always watched me, hey, welcome back. My name is Petronella Mnenja. I'm an author. I can safely say I've written 2 books at this point. I'm so proud of myself. So this is my first book, From Gqoke to Oxford, The Girl Who Dared to Dream. It's available on Amazon. And it's also available in Harare at Innovate Bookshop. And if you hit me up, I can have a copy delivered to you anywhere in Zimbabwe. And this is my newest baby. Dear African Child, 100 love letters from me to you. I am so excited. It's not yet available. It's only available in pre-order at the moment. But I promise you that at the end of January, it will be available on Amazon. And from March, it will be available in Zim. So get your money ready. As always, it's affordable, just $10. So get your budget ready, buy the book, read it, and tell me what you think. And so I'm an author, I'm a consultant, and I'm a speaker. I like talking to people about the most uncomfortable things. I like talking to people because it is only through conversations that people get to realize how amazing they are, or that people get to realize the things they're supposed to work on, or when people realize the things they're supposed to improve. So I like speaking to people. I like having conversations. And in this video, we're going to have such a conversation. 2024 is here, so what? I love how people celebrate the new year. I do it as well. I do it as well. When 2024 started, did we say a year? Yeah, when 2024 started, I was actually on a call with somebody very important to me, and we were talking until like midnight and stuff like that, and I was excited because it's a new season and stuff like that. But immediately, it's a minute past 12 when you are in 2024. The realization hits you that this is just the clock changing. Your life is exactly where it was on the 31st of December. So if you didn't have food in your fridge on the 31st of December, you're not going to have food in the fridge on the 1st of January. If you did not have money in your bank account on the 31st of January, you're not going to have money in your bank account on the 1st of January. If you didn't have good people in your corner on the 31st, you're not going to have them on the 1st. I can say this to literally everything. If you were in a situation that you were not happy about on the 31st, nothing changes on the 1st of January. Nothing automatically changes. The only thing that automatically changes is the clock, is the times, is the dates on the calendar. That is what automatically changes. Everything else only changes on the back of deliberate action on your part. So yes, be excited that the new year is here. Yes, be excited that you get another chance to try again. Yes, be excited for all of those things, but do not lose sight of the fact that it's just the clock changing. Your life is the same. What's going to change your life is you being intentional. Intentional with your relationships, intentional with your plans, intentional with your life, intentional with your school, intentional with your career, intentional with everything that defines you as a person. Intentionality in every aspect of your life is the only thing that is going to give you the results that you want. So today I'm going to talk about three things, just three things that I want you to think about as the new year starts. I don't like prescribing things. I always tell you this: be inspired by people, but never copy their story. So you might like me and you might like my story, but hey, it's my story. So when I come here and tell you about all these things, it's never from a place of me suggesting or me telling you what to do. It's always from a place of, hey, this is what I do, this is what I've learned, this is what I've studied, and this is what can help you. Take that information, think about it, sift it through your own situation, sift it through your own convictions and your own belief system. When you sift it through that situation, you can then come up with a solution that works for you. So I never come here to tell you what to do. I don't come here to tell you what to do. That's not my position. My position is to sort of nudge you and be like, hey, there is this path that can work. What do you think about it? If you don't agree with it, why don't you agree with it? How does that help you become a better person? Okay, so the first thing that I want you to think about as the year starts is have an honest evaluation of the previous year. It's most of the times when we set goals and we come up with ambitions and resolutions and stuff like that, most of the times we don't meet them because they are hanging on nothing. So you just woke up and you're like, oh, my resolution for 2024, I want to have a 6-figure business. I want to have a good relationship with my partner, with my children, with my family, or whoever. I want to have a relationship with God. You just woke up and you list resolutions without having an honest conversation of what was happening before that. So if you just keep hanging new goals on nothing, you will never achieve them. So the first thing is have an honest evaluation with everything that has to do with your life. Evaluate your finances. How were you spending money in 2023? Were you living within your means? Were you living with a budget? How were you determining what to buy and what not to buy? How were you budgeting for food? How did you invest money? How did you spend money? What was your savings situation like? What were you doing with your money in 2023? Was that working? Was it working? Did you like how you were saving your money? Did you like how you were buying things? Did you like that you had a budget or you didn't have a budget? Did you like everything? Did you like the number of times that you had takeout? Did you like the number of clothes that you bought? Did you like the number of times that you went out with your friends? Did you like the amount of alcohol that you bought? Did you like how you spent your money? So have that conversation with yourself, an honest evaluation. And when you do that, you can then identify, you'll be like, okay, so I spent way too much on clothes. In 2024, I have to scale it back. I spent too much on food. In 2024, I need to have meal plans. I spent so much on clothes. In 2024, I'm going to do this. I spend way too much on my car. Do I need a smaller car? Do I need to downsize? What do I need to do? So you need to have these honest conversations with yourself where you evaluate everything. Okay, and this goes beyond your finances. Evaluate your friendships, evaluate your relationships. How do this person make me feel about myself? Do I like having this person around? Do I not like having this person around? Do I like how this person makes me feel? Do I like how my friend speaks about my dreams, about my family? Do I like how the people who call themselves my friends act when they get into my house? How do they react to my good news? How do they react to my bad news? Do I like them? Have an honest evaluation. If you did not like them, if you did not like everything that happened, then come up with new plans. Successful resolutions are only made on the back of self-introspection and an honest evaluation. You can't have financial resolutions without having examined your previous financial year. It does not work like that. You need to have a balance sheet. You need to have a trading and loss account. What worked and what didn't work. And when you do those things, you can then develop new resolutions because it's on the back of an honest conversation. The excitement is to just say, I'm going to get fit, I'm going to do this. Why weren't you fit in 2023? What diets did you try? Why didn't they work? Why weren't you fit in 2023? Okay, did you try running and you couldn't do it? Should you try walking in 2024? Did you try banting and it didn't work? Should you try keto or intermittent fasting in 2024? What did you try? Because if you simply say, I want to be fit, I want a healthy body, I want this, but you failed to do it in 2023, and unless and until you find the answer as to why you failed to do it in the previous year, you won't come up with a way of doing it in 2024. So the first thing that you need to think about is have an honest evaluation of the previous year. Have an honest evaluation of your finances, of your plans, of literally everything. When you evaluate it, you can then identify what went well, what went wrong, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And with that knowledge, you can have resolutions that are based on results and honest evaluations that can work for you. So instead of just saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, you'd be like, I tried to do this, it failed, so I'm going to try this. So don't hang your resolutions on thin air. Hang them on honest evaluations of your previous situation. And the second thing that I want to talk about is who is in your circle. I once did a video where I talked about the power of association. And the first point that I made in that video is acknowledging that people have made that term a cliche. You know, people just say power of association and stuff like that as an excuse to not hang out with people they don't like, or I don't know. But there is so much merit in that statement because the people that we have around us affect how we feel about ourselves. So, and this is very little to do with whether you're a confident person or you are not a confident person. No matter how confident you are, you have that one person that speaks to you. You have that one person whose opinion matters to you. You have that one person who can say something that can make you feel good or have a horrible day. And because there are people who can hold that much influence over us, we need to be intentional with who is in our circle. You know, and you can't, there are distances that you can't travel in life with certain people in your circles. You know, and I always say this, not everybody is a friend. Be comfortable calling people work colleagues. Be comfortable calling people that I know from church. Be comfortable categorizing people exactly as who they show up as in your life. Don't feel pressured to call everybody your friend. Don't feel pressured to, don't feel pressured to please everybody. Don't feel pressured to let people dump their opinions on you, or people try to live their failed dreams on you. Don't feel pressured to do all of those things. So as the new year starts, take a census of who you have in your life. Who are you calling your friend? Who are you calling family? Who have an honest evaluation of people that are in your life? Who has access to you? Who has access to you? There are people who are curious and there are people who care in life. And the difference is almost so difficult to identify. And most of the times we get into trouble because we tell people who are curious stuff that's reserved for people who care. So if you don't have an evaluation or a census of who you have in your circle, you will be frustrated because you will keep people who will bring you down. They will talk down on your dreams. They will talk down on your plans. They will talk down on you as the person. They will give you underhanded compliments that leave you feeling like you're not beautiful or you can't do it. And if you're not careful, they will just outright just mess with your self-esteem. So how then do you guard against that? You investigate who you have in your circle. Who are you calling friends? Do you have boundaries? Can people walk up to you and ask you nonsense? There's this thing that people do. People feel the need to just want to ask people when they're getting married. It's if you have people who ask you such intrusive questions from a place of curiosity, how are you setting boundaries? Have people taken advantage of you? Have you felt heard? Do you feel drained? There are some people that you have in your life that just take from you. When you need them, they're not there for you. When you want their help, they don't show up for you. It's those people, it's those things. So at the start of the year, have an honest census, take an audit. Who do you have in your life? Who has access to you? Have you put in boundaries? What boundaries do you need? That is an important conversation that you ought to have with yourself. And the last one is, what is your plan for 2024? Have a clear plan. Okay, I'm not talking about your resolutions. I'm not talking about you and stuff. I'm talking about an actual plan. Because the thing with resolutions is it's unicorns and rainbows on paper. You're just writing down literally everything. People will talk about, I want to have a 6-figure business. I want to do this. People are literally writing their wishes down. People are literally writing what they hope to achieve. Hope is not a strategy. You need it, but it's not a strategy. So if you're going to actually do something meaningful, identify an actual plan for 2024. What is your plan for 2024? What do you hope to achieve? And how do you break that plan into small pieces? What is the plan for your career? What new courses are you studying? What new skills are you going to upskill? Don't just say, grow my career. What does that mean? Are you going to learn a new source? A new skill? Are you going to learn a new course? Are you going to network, to go to conferences? You see what I did there? So it's one thing to say, I want to grow in my career. And it's another thing to say, I want to study this course. I want to improve my project management skills. I want to improve my communication skills. So when you have a plan, you take big resolutions, you break them down into small bite-sized pieces, and then you work on those. So instead of just having unicorns, you actually have a plan, a succinct plan of what you're going to do with who, when, and how. What is the plan for your relationship? What is the plan for your marriage? What is the plan for your children? What is the plan for your finances? So don't have resolutions that are just wishes and ice creams and unicorns. I'm not undermining all that. It's important to a certain extent. But when it comes to actually getting results, you need an actual plan for 2024. What is your plan? What is that thing that you're saying, when we get to 31 December 2024, I should have done this? Have that thing, develop it, be clear on it, and work towards it. Okay, guys, it's almost 18 minutes. I've just been going and going and going and going. You know me, when it comes to things that have to do with personal growth and personal development, I am so passionate. Because here's the thing. Your life is your responsibility. You're responsible for your thoughts, you're responsible for your actions, you're responsible for your plans, you're responsible for how you talk to people, you're responsible for how you show up at your job. You are literally responsible for every dimension and every aspect of your life. And if you're actually going to do something worthwhile with your life, then you have to do the work. And that work involves you implementing the 3 things that we talk about. An honest evaluation of 2023. What went well? What went wrong? How do you fix it? Who is in your circle? Who do you have around you? Who do you give access to? Do you have enough boundaries? Do you have strong boundaries? Okay, what is your plan for 2024? Not the unachievable resolutions. What's your actual plan that you can break into small pieces and achieve? What's your plan for your career? What's your plan for your home? What's your plan for your family? What is the actual plan that you're working towards? Okay, when you think about those things, when you think about everything, then you can start having those intentional conversations and start putting in the work. As always, I'll put a disclaimer. What I have talked about is not exhaustive. There is so much more for you to learn out there. There is so much for you to listen to and to read and to understand. And I want you to do that. What I simply do is to give you the basics, is to try and break down the big mysterious concept into small bite-sized pieces that can work for you and that can work for me. So as always, let me know what you think in the comment section. And I do hope and pray that 2024 is all that you wish for. I do hope and pray that 2024 brings you answered prayers. I do hope it's all that you wished for and more. Have a lovely, lovely 2024. Wish you all the best. And